If you need some cozy Christmas decorating inspiration, you're gonna love today's video. Hey there, it's Christina from the DIYmommy.com. 'Tis the season and I am decorating my living room for Christmas. My girls wanted to decorate early. They wanted a little bit of red and green and traditional colors, so I'm gonna show you how we decorated everything. I'm gonna share some inexpensive decor ideas, some styling tips, tree decorating tips, a DIY idea, a Pottery barn dupe, and I can't wait to share all of these things with you. Let's get started. Here's what our living room looked like this fall. Lots of cozy copper tones and green tones and a few neutrals. My Christmas inspiration for this year is a very classic Christmas with red and greens. My daughters really wanted to see some red and coziness, and I wanted to bring a lot of our heritage into this year's Christmas. I'm using a lot of what I have already on hand, but I did go to IKEA and find some things to add a little bit of brass, of gold, of red and green into the decor. You can see my full IKEA shop with me video and haul. I will leave it down in the description box below for you. I'm beginning by setting up our Christmas tree. This one was from Michael's about 4 or 5 years ago. It's a very beautiful tree, but I did find that the lights went out after about 3 years, though I do keep my Christmas tree lights on pretty much constantly throughout the season. So I am wrapping some new lights around it. I just found these ones at Canadian Tire, and I'm wrapping them in a spiral pattern around the tree, packing them pretty tightly together to get a beautiful sparkly look. I like to add lots of floral picks to my trees to give them more of a natural and full look. So I'm adding some eucalyptus picks, some sparkly picks from Michael's. I will leave links to everything that I'm using down in the description box below if it's still available, or I can leave links to similar items down below. My daughters have been very sick for the past week or so my littlest one wanted to help me decorate. It's one of her favorite things to do. Now that the picks have been added to the tree, I'm going to add some simple round ball ornaments. These ones were from ones that I've had on hand, plus I bought one of the IKEA red and green collection of ornaments just to add a little bit of red to the tree. I find red to be a very powerful color, so I don't feel like you have to add a lot of it into your decor to get the impact. So really I'm only adding about 10 red ornaments to the tree, adding these really pretty Dollarama stars that I found last year, and I found this dark wine red colored ribbon from Amazon. I'm gonna tie it to some of the branches on the tree. I love this simple and subtle look, and it adds more of that red to our decor. Plus, this is a really easy thing to add to your tree to give it a vintage look. These brass bells were from Amazon last year too. They're so pretty. They have that vintage vibe that I love, and I'm adding those to my tree too. I found this sparkly lit birch tree and this little one from Costco and from Giant Tiger respectively. Adding them to this corner, I moved all of my plants upstairs so that I could have a very classic Christmas look down here. To this chair, I love having one by the tree for the girls to just sit and enjoy the tree. So I'm adding this IKEA beautiful green velvet pillow, this sheepskin from Costco a few years ago, and this classic looking red plaid throw to the chair. This beautiful faux greenery garland was from Costco a couple years ago. It's one of my favorites. Often I'll put real greenery up on the mantle, but this is just a great way for a budget-friendly look year after year. I think this one is so beautiful and nice and full, and I'm just making sure that all of the parts of it are nice and spread out to give it a beautiful, fluffy look. I'm hanging it asymmetrically on my mantle and just using command hooks to keep it in place. This mirror in the middle of the mantle is an Anthropologie dupe from Structube here in Canada. The candles are from Amazon, and I'm adding some IKEA greenery to the left-hand side of the mantle, and this eucalyptus IKEA greenery garland just intertwined in that Costco garland to give it a full look. Now I'm tying some of that red velvet ribbon to kind of tie in the mantle to the tree. I want to make an art piece inspired by these oversized bells from Pottery Barn. In Canada here, only 6 of these bells, not even the rail, is over $300 Canadian. So I'm using this IKEA Hultarp rail for $20 Canadian. These bells from Amazon, I will link them in the description box below. I had a coupon. So 6 of these bells was $80 Canadian, which I know is a bit pricey, but I feel like I'm going to use these year after year, and they're still 1/3 of the price of the Amazon bells. I'm putting these bells onto the IKEA rail, attaching the brackets on the end, and then I'm going to attach this to my wall here. Realizing that my drill is out of battery, so I'm doing a quick outfit change, and now I'm attaching the rail to my wall with my drill, and then just making sure all of these bells are nice and even on this rail. I think this looks so pretty. It's such a fun piece of art for over my side table. I found this pillow at Simon's in Canada, the perfect red-green plaid for Christmas, adding an IKEA pillow and a fluffy fur pillow that I've had on hand for years, plus this IKEA throw blanket to my couch. I love this classic red and green. These stocking holders were from HomeSense about 10 years ago or so, but they always have really pretty ones there. These stockings were from Michael's, and I'm hanging them on the stocking holders. I love their classic furry and white look. Loving this asymmetrical mantle garland look this year, and how the stockings just add a little bit of extra weight on the left-hand side to really balance out that right-hand side. Now this is an older DIY, but I wanted to share it again because it is so good. I use this vase every single season for pretty much all of my stylings. I had this old vase on hand. It was black and shiny, so I'm just putting some latex paint and a whole lot of plaster of Paris. It's about a 1-to-1 ratio into a container. Now I'm just dabbing that all over the vase to give it a very textured look, and you can kind of do this in layers where you have a lot of texture. So it's going to be cracked and very textured looking, which I think is perfect for this DIY. Now I'm taking some gray colored paint, I'm putting it onto a paper towel, and then just taking a little bit of the paint, putting it onto a brush, and dry brushing it lightly all over the vase to really highlight that texture. I love how this creates a faux plaster look. This hardly cost me any money at all, and I'm going to use it in my Christmas styling this year. I found these eucalyptus and berry branches on Amazon, adding that to my DIY vase. And then I'm styling it here on my coffee table with an antler and some candles. This everlasting candle is one of my favorite pieces, and I'm adding this to the coffee table as well. I thought I would add some faux greenery to our chandelier this year too. This was a garland from Michael's a few years ago, and I'm just wrapping it around the garland to create almost a wreath-like look on our ceiling. So here is how our living room looked for fall. And now here it is, all decorated for the holiday season. I don't usually use red in my Christmas decor. You probably know that from looking back on all of my decorations over the years, but I do love how it adds a very classic and festive look to our living room this year. I didn't have to add a lot of red into our decor to really make a statement, just a few extra Christmas balls on the tree and some ribbon and a couple accessories. I love how this DIY art installation turned out on top of the sideboard, and I can use this rail for displaying other things throughout the season. I can't wait to enjoy this cozy Christmas living room with my family this year, and I also can't wait to decorate the rest of the spaces in my home for Christmas. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this Christmas decorate with me. Let me know what you think of our living room decorated for the holidays down in those comments below. I would love to know. And if you want more holiday decorating inspo or DIY and decor ideas on a budget, I'm gonna leave some more videos for you to watch next right up here.